Hello everyone, it's Dog Mom Daily, the YouTube channel that talks about everything dog care, especially senior dog care, thanks to this little dude, Brandy Pooh, who's 14 years young and loving it, right? So today is kind of exciting as we're going to talk about what do you pack when you're going on a road trip with your dog. I'd say this is something really right up my alley because Brandy Pooh goes on a lot of road trips with me. He's been cruising with my family for about 10 years now, but ever since he really became my dog, I'd say he goes on out-of-town trips with me about once or twice a month. And speaking of out of town, our trip tomorrow is something we always look forward to because we are traveling to my mom's island hometown, Bantayan Island, all the way up northern Cebu. It's about a 3-hour drive from the city all the way up northern Cebu and then another 1-hour ferry from northern Cebu to Bantayan Island itself. So it's basically a 4-hour trip, which you might be wondering how on earth could a dog, let alone a senior dog, handle such a long trip. Thankfully, Brandy loves going on this route and doesn't mind the 4 hours trip at all, as long as I make sure to bring all his essentials and his extras. So, when going on a trip like this, my general rule of thumb is to pack everything the day before so I can really assess that he has everything he needs. This trip is actually pretty short. We'll only be gone for 3 days thanks to the long holiday weekend here in the Philippines, but I just really want to make sure I have everything he needs. Granted that we're going far away and he's a senior dog, so he has some really special needs. So all the stuff here goes into his regular day bag, which is basically like an everyday bag that he uses anywhere he goes, be it in the city or on out-of-town trips. And it's basically the very essentials Brandy Pooh needs when we're out and about. First, I bring his vet card, which I always bring when I travel just to make sure that any place we go, they might require to see his vaccinations, so it's always here with me. Next, we have wet wipes, which I always bring with me, even when we're just here in the city, so I can wipe his dirty paws and wipe him down after peeing and pooing. I also bring a roll of poop bags. It's okay if I bring more than I need. You can never run out of poop bags. Then we have doggy snacks and treats for the long weekend. Next is alcohol, which really comes in handy, especially after wiping Brandy down. Next, I have a few sheets of pee pads and diapers, which I don't really need because Brandy Pooh is toilet trained, but it's always good to bring in cases of emergency. All the stuff here goes into his insulated lunchbox, which is where I pack all his immediate food, medicine, and supplement needs. Since we're leaving morning tomorrow, I pack all the stuff he needs for breakfast. We have his 2 dog bowls for food and for water. Then we have his 2 spoons. I generally bring 2 just in case one breaks or I lose one while we're away. Since I project that we're arriving at the pier in northern Cebu in time for breakfast, then I have this fake ice because I need it for the cooked food, which I already prepared for Brandy. Since we are going to be having breakfast on the boat, I made sure to pack Brandy's morning supplements, which is his Healthy Buddy syrup, and his moringa powder, which I mix onto his food. We have kibble, which I pack in the small container, and this is actually good for Brandy for 3 days because he only eats kibble once a day. All the stuff here goes to his out-of-town travel bag, which I pack whenever we are taking longer trips away from Cebu City. I packed Brandy's foldable bed, which is a very easy to roll bed that he likes to use whenever we are out of town. I also bring him an extra shirt. I also pack in some pouch food, which it's great because they're in small serving quantities. And then I pack also the other supplements he needs during the day. I also pack in Brandy's teeth gel, Lastly, I packed dishwashing soap, which I diluted in a bit of water, and a sponge so that I can clean his bowls every single day. And before I forget, I also packed his stroller, which I lined with his blankets so that, just in case we go to somewhere cold, he's got some warmth and protection. I think we have everything we need for him for our out of town trip this long holiday weekend. And I did double check every single thing in my checklist for Brandy's stuff. And now it's about, what time is it? It's like almost 3 p.m., which means we barely have around 13, 12 hours more to go. And now it's time for me to pack for my own stuff. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the island tomorrow.